Hello, Brenton with All Octane here, and in this video I have a broken car, the Enclave. As you can probably see sitting back there, she won't start. We got it to Williamsburg and we were at a nice destination for a couple of days, and what do you know, as soon as we try to get back in after letting it sit for a little bit, it won't start. I took the air sensor off, I put 2 gallons of fuel in it. It doesn't seem to be a battery problem because it's got power, it cranks over, but it just will not stay running and it sounds terrible. So now I've got AAA coming and I'm gonna go up to the front of this complex to try to flag in the driver, but she might be toast, people. She might be toast.
Here he comes, and he's got a rollback, so that's a good thing because this might need it.
So there she goes. Yet another one bites the dust. Ben, though, from AAA, this tow truck driver, super fast, super friendly, got this thing done and on the bed quick, and he's taking it 40 some miles back to Norfolk where my mechanic's at. So that guy is a champ, a true gentleman on a Sunday, coming over here and taking it all the way down there for me. Great guy. So AAA and Ben, good stuff, man. But hopefully we'll figure out what's going on with the Enclave here, because that's not good. Okay, so continuing on from this adventure, it has been 3 days since I've had the Enclave towed to the mechanic. Thus far, no word yet. They must be incredibly busy, so that is what it is. However, today is now Wednesday, not like you guys know, and it's gonna be all jibble-jabbled for you guys, but it's Wednesday, and Abigail and I finally got the LaCrosse titled, and I'm gonna put the plates from the old Focus onto this thing. And what else did I do? Well, I actually got new registration / plates for the Rendezvous, because tomorrow, which will be Thursday, no idea when you guys will see this, Thursday, I'm actually taking the Rendezvous in to try to get the rack and pinion fixed, as well as the window regulator, and get it inspected. I'm gonna put that thing back on the road, because since I don't know what's happening with the Enclave and I don't have the plates and I don't want to transfer it, yada yada, I'm going to just have all 3 vehicles on the road, at least legal for that perspective. So what am I going to do right now? I'm going to go put the plates on the LaCrosse because it's finally Virginia legal. And you might be asking yourself, Brenton, where are you today? Why are you in such a large parking lot? Well, my wife, Abigail, she had a doctor's appointment really fast this morning, so we went to the DMV before that, got all of the paperwork and plates situated, and now I am just doing this in the parking lot, putting it all on and getting it all together while she is at her appointment, and she'll be done here very, very soon, and then we're on our way. My dad really had this on tight. He's got all 4 screws in on the back. And in case you're wondering, Ohio no longer requires the plates in the front. Virginia still does require the plates in the front. So I had to be up front there just a second ago, and now I'm in the back putting the back plate on.
So this is always the fun part, putting the stickers on the plates. Do you guys put it on before you put the plate on the car, or do you guys put it on after you put it on the car? I think in this case for today, I'm going to put it on before I put it on the car. Man, putting stickers on things is so satisfying. I love this process. But yeah. So I just realized something, that they spelled Rendezvous wrong on the registration. Is that a big deal? I don't know, but I don't care. I'm not going back. It's good now.
Okay, so it's early Thursday morning, and I am dressed very brightly because I'm going to be riding my bike home from the mechanic. So now I've got to take the Rendezvous. I just let Abigail go for work. I got to take the Rendezvous to the mechanic so I can get it checked, and there's a hurricane coming in. Woo!
So last night I had spent the time putting the plates on the car. I also spent time filling up the tires, getting her ready to go to the mechanic, because it had been well over a month since I had started her, and she's got plenty of gas, she's got air in the tires, and she started right up on the first try, which was great. So now I'm going to manhandle this thing over to the mechanic. Gotta use 2 hands for this. So this dude pulls in, and I have no power steering. He doesn't allow me to get around him, and I can't back up because I cannot use the Rendezvous to go backward with the power steering shot. So I have to sit and wait for this guy to do his thing.
Well, in an unexpected and slightly disappointed sequence of this vlog, I have returned home on Thursday morning with the Rendezvous because apparently they won't be able to get to it till Monday. So last Tuesday I had the lacrosse inspected and they told me to bring in the Rendezvous on Thursday or Friday morning of next week, which would be today or tomorrow. And I did, but they never scheduled me in, and I specifically asked, do I need to schedule? He goes, I don't know because I can't schedule that far out, which kind of told me, well, why are you even telling me to show up on Thursday, Friday? So I show up Thursday morning. I get that thing all the way over there and they say, can't get till Monday. So now I got to do it on Monday, which at that point will probably be raining cats and dogs because of the hurricane. So now I have to ask my wife to help me out, which is fine. I mean, she wants to, she will help me out, but I just feel bad because she's got to go to work, and yeah. So didn't expect that, but maybe I'll know about the Enclave today. I guess we'll try to figure that out, and I'll keep you guys updated. So just another quick update. The two cars are in two different mechanics, or going to two different mechanics. The Enclave is at a mechanic that I've been going to for about 15 years, and the Rendezvous is going to a mechanic that I just recently found that's closer to my house I'm able to ride my bike to. So if you're wondering like, well, why didn't they schedule you properly or whatever, it's because I'm just starting this mechanic that I'm taking the Rendezvous to, and the Enclave is at a mechanic that I've been going to for a long time. Well, it is a busy day back in P-Town. Let me catch you up on a couple things. It is well beyond that Thursday, the last Thursday that I spoke to you guys, and you can see we had a little bit of a storm blow through. I got to clean up my yard a bit, and there are no cars. Why are there no cars? Well, as I kind of described, the Rendezvous is in the shop. I finally got that yesterday at the shop. Abigail has the lacrosse, and the Enclave is, ooh. Let's go to my office. Okay, so yeah, the Enclave. Last week on Thursday, I finally got the call from my mechanic, and it's dead. The engine slipped timing, and 3 cylinders are down, and that means that the engine's toast. Apparently this is a common problem with Enclave engines. I should have done more research, but the mechanic actually has an Enclave in the shop as well that has a dead engine, and it's going to cost them $9,500 to put a brand new engine in with a warranty and stuff like that. It is not worth $9,500, but how much is it worth? So here's the breakdown of the numbers that I have. We bought the car for $5,250. We put $232.88 of taxes and title into it. Then we spent $1,996.88 on sway bars and some new spark plugs and coils and work like that. And that was good for the time being, but it still had stuttering problems. It still just wasn't up to par, but at least the body didn't sway. Then I put $80.54 into windshield wipers on that thing because the windshield wipers were terrible. They were great windshield wipers while they lasted though. And how long did they last? Well, I'll tell you that here in a second. We put $85.63 into an oil change because they didn't have the cheap oil the day that I went. That is a grand total of $7,645.93 for 2 months. I owned that basically from August 1st until October 1st. Yeah, $7,645.93 in 2 months. That is $3,822.96 a month. And that's not counting insurance because I have no idea how much insurance costs. Nationwide is not a great insurance company. It's very hard to figure all that stuff out. So I'll have to switch to insurance companies. But anyway, it's painful. I'm trying to take this in a positive light though. I was so bent out of shape for so long about how much this thing had costed us and that it failed, and I worried about it so much. I lost sleep over it. It was just stressing me out, and it was causing relationship problems. It was causing all kinds of issues. So I had to give it over. I'm a believer in Christ, and I had to just let it go. and I finally did. Because here's the thing, had we not bought that, we would have basically been with one car or no cars much sooner than had we not bought the Enclave. And sure, it was a lot of money, and now it's gone and we have nothing left to buy another car. We're just at one car, hopefully two when the Rendezvous comes back. But again, had we not bought that Enclave, we would have had just the Rendezvous and we would have had no other car, because the Ford got totaled, the Rendezvous lost its power steering right around that time, and had we not had the Enclave, we would have had no ride for 2 months in order to get back and forth from work for Abigail. So I'm just trying to take this from the positive perspective, let it go, and focus on what's ahead, because whatever's ahead will be probably much better than what I'm going through. And even if it's not, God's got a plan. So that's my 2 cents on this thing. I'm going to take this in a positive step. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And until the next one, have a good one.